Hey you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit subscribe as well as turn on the bell notification. For today's video, I actually bought a map off of a Facebook ad that I seen of the United States, and the idea of it is to cross off every state that you've been to and then eventually hang it up. So let me show you what that looks like. Mine is a bit embarrassing. I'm 26 years old and I only have 5 states. So I thought it would be fun to explain when I went there, why, with who, and if I would ever go back. So this is what it looks like. So as you can see, I have Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Idaho, and Utah. So my very first state would be Utah. I was born in Salt Lake City, Utah back in 1993, and my entire life I've had family there, aunts, uncles, cousins that I've gone to visit, so Salt Lake isn't anything new to me. I've also gone there with a girlfriend of mine that I used to work with a few years ago, and we just went for a weekend little girls getaway trip. It was fun. So yeah, I'll definitely be back in Salt Lake. I still have family there, and I'm literally right at the border, so that's no big deal. Next would be Idaho. I currently live in Idaho. I've lived in Idaho for as long as I can remember. Idaho's a great state, definitely safe place. Not a lot of crime, nothing huge really happens here. We definitely do get all 4 seasons, so if you're an outdoors person, it is awesome. There's a lot of water sports, hunting, snow sports. We can definitely take advantage of all of those here, so I do love Idaho for that. But do I want to live here forever? Absolutely not. I would love to move cross country one day. Realistically, I'll probably end up dying in Idaho. I mean, I'll end up moving back here eventually if I ever do leave. And then my next state would be Oregon. I went to Portland, Oregon back in 2012 with an ex-boyfriend of mine and a group of his friends. Portland was okay. It did take me out of my comfort zone, though. Here in Idaho, you don't really see bars on the windows. So Portland, not my favorite place, but again, I've only been to 5 places. So I can't really say that much bad about Portland, but I didn't like it. I've been to Seaside, Newport, the small towns like that. I went to Seaside with my best friend Alexis. That was a blast. We met what I think they call themselves gypsies, the street performers. So that was interesting, definitely, again, something you don't see in Boise. So the small cities like Seaside, Newport, places like that, I would definitely go to, but not Portland. And then from there, my next trip was to Las Vegas, Nevada for my 25th birthday. And again, that was with my best friend Alexis. That was an absolute blast. That is hands down my favorite trip, favorite memory ever. I love Vegas. I love the environment. I would definitely live there. I'm sure if you live there for a while, it gets old, but I would live there for 6 months to a year, give it a shot. Absolutely love Vegas. We'll definitely go back there again. And then after Nevada, last but not least, would be Washington. I went to Spokane for the very first time last month with my boyfriend to visit his dad and to celebrate his grandma's 105th birthday. So Spokane was a lot like Boise. I was actually surprised. We'd be driving down the streets and be like, oh, wow, this reminds me of blah, blah, and we name a street in Idaho. So that was surprising to see. I would definitely go back to Spokane. There's nothing really to do there, but it wasn't a bad place. I do want to go back to Washington, specifically for Seattle. Never been there, so I do want to go there for sure. And then, of course, fill out the rest of my map. That is definitely a life goal of mine, is to go to all 50 states at least once. I'm hoping 2020 I can check some more states off. But yeah, some weird little facts that you don't need to know about me. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you agree or disagree with what I said about each state, go ahead and tell me why or why not in the comments. And yeah, until next time, I still don't have a sign off.